Hey yo, it's Stephanie with RevelationU, back with another daily meditation on the path to freeing your soul, Journey to the Heart by Beattie. It's been a while. Sorry about that. I've been deep in some reprogramming, so I haven't been able to get to this. Although I have a lot that I would like to go back and talk about, I just haven't actually, obviously, done any videos lately. But today, I'm back on track. It was really good and really in line with what I'm working on right now, and I wanted to share it to you. So let's dive on in. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't gotten it, get the book. There's a link down below or on my website, revelationu.com/resources. Okay, here we go. May 30th, open your heart. She laughed so much she made me giggle. Do you laugh and smile all the time? I asked the woman. Are you happy all the time? My heart is open and healed, she said. I laugh a lot, but I cry a lot too. An open heart feels all it needs to feel. Cry when it hurts. At the end of your tears, you will see more clearly. Tears clear our eyes and our heart. Cry whenever you need to. Laugh often as you can. Laugh with friends, laugh out loud. The discoveries, the growth, the insights, the closeness, the sharing, the learning don't have to be such serious, somber events. Truth is discovered most often in laughter. Bonds are formed. Love becomes unveiled. Cry a lot, laugh a lot. Let life reveal its mysteries to you. Let love find you, course through you, touch all you meet through your laughter and tears. The fortunate person is not the one who wins the lottery. That's luck. We find fortune when we open our hearts and learn the secret of life. Laughter and tears are the signs of an open heart. That was the contemplation part. Laughter and tears are the signs of an open heart. Again, so good and so true. You know, men, a lot of times we talk about how men have been forced or conditioned not to show emotion. Sometimes that even means happiness and joy, not only tears and sadness. But women are conditioned that way too, even though the stereotype is that women are more emotional than men. My experience has been that men are a lot more emotional, but a lot of times that comes out in anger or frustration, irritability, rather than more positive expressions of joy and happiness and emotion. Anyway, but I think we're all conditioned to hold it in. Don't be so emotional. Don't show your emotions, no matter what it is. Be even keel. Be professional. Don't be too, you. How many of you have heard that? Don't be too happy, or by higher ups, by executives. Don't be too happy. Don't be too emotional. Don't be too anything. But my experience has been, when I left a job recently, I've heard people say, "Boy, I really miss your energy. I miss the energy that you bring to the office, or that you brought to the office." Or I was having a bad day and I just really wished you were there so that you could, um, come in and hang out and just share some of your positive energy with me. That's such a compliment. That's such a wonderful thing to know that I give to people, that I share with people. And I've always been, it really resonated here where she said, at the beginning when she was talking to this woman, um, are you happy like this all the time? I've been asked that before too. Are you happy all the time? Or, oh, you'll get the life sucked out of you sometime. Well, believe me, I've had some things that warrant having the life sucked out of me, but it's a choice. It's a choice. I see the great things in life. I see the interconnectivity of life. I see the joyful parts. Um, I I know instinctively that everything's going to be okay, and that playfulness and fun are available to us all the time, no matter what we're involved in. And no, it doesn't take alcohol, it doesn't take drugs, it doesn't take, any other kind of dopamine fueled addiction to feel that way. It's a choice to see life in a different way, soberly. Now, hey, who doesn't like a drink or anything else every now and again? But that shouldn't be the only way that you can get those feelings of excitement and joy and high vibration. Um, so, recently I've been tapping more into my emotional side because I think I have cut off a lot of that more feminine type of energy over the last, I would say, 13 years or so. I felt like I've had to cut it off. I think some of it consciously, some of it subconsciously. But you get into these situations where either you're at work or you're the head of a household or you're engaged in activities where you feel like you have to lead and you feel like you can't have any emotion or you can't be touchy-feely or you can't have vulnerability, show vulnerability. You always have to have the answer. And that's not really true. I mean, if you look at your own life, who are the managers or who are the leaders or the friends, even family members that you resonate with mostly or you enjoy being around? Chances are it's going to be those people who are vulnerable and are open and are willing to talk about, virtually anything and are willing to have the conversations, the hard conversations, or the exploratory, if that's a word, conversations that are going to explore emotion or explore topics or explore things. Not that you have to have the answer. It's just about exploring. And people that are vulnerable, that show emotion, whether that's they get so happy that they cry, or they get so touched that they visibly show emotion, or they share with you when they're frustrated or irritated. When we have those connections with people, that's when we really feel alive. I mean, look at the experiences that you have in your life. And think about the times when you've really felt bonded to someone else. And that's when emotion was being shared. That's when the connection happens. And I think we miss out on that a lot because we're told to be or taught to be a certain way that really doesn't fit with how we want to show up as humans. And I encourage you to think about that. I encourage you to think about who you are as a person. Would you like to show more emotion if you felt safe enough to do it? Have you cut off a part of you that you would like to tap back into, but you cut it off because you felt like you weren't safe to show it? And if that sounds like you, if that's something that you've done in the past, really, I encourage you to tap back into that and see what happens. Some really, really cool, interesting things might happen in your life. And I'd love to hear about it. So if you do, if you're willing to take that challenge, let me know how it goes. Let me know the synchronicities that happen, or the new opportunities that happen, or new friends you meet, or the new levels of growth that you experience because of it. Share it with us. We'd really like to know. So I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do the things, like it, share it, subscribe, all that stuff. And let me know if you have a question you'd like me to explore. I love reading from this book, but I'd like to talk about different things as well. And again, if you haven't gotten the book, be sure to get it. There's a link below if you're on YouTube, and if you go to RevelationU.com/resources, there's also a link there as well. I hope you have a wonderful, growth-filled day and weekend coming up, and I'm sure we'll talk soon. Thanks so much.